All right, all right. Oh, looks like I have my desktop showing on this one. Hold on just a second. Let's take my desktop off. I think you guys can hear me. We are live right now. We're live. We're live. I had to upload and record another video in between this one. This is why I'm up a little bit later. Obviously, there was a storm delay that happened, but we're here. Let me let some people trickle in. I'll give you guys about 20 seconds or so as you come in. But look at this. Look at this one. So in about, this one's going to be shorter today because I want you guys to go out to that video. So if you guys could watch that video when I have that one uploaded, that's going to be uploaded. It's going to go live at about 12 minutes from now. So when that's live, if you guys could just go and look at that video. Let me pull up all of the links here. Happy Black Development Month. It's day number 5 in Black Development Month. I hope you guys have been checking out businesses and everything like that. Have been maybe even trying to support and get your own, get motivated from that. But yeah, today has been a very crazy good day. Finally, I think the event that's still going on right now is the hammer throw. So hammer throw still going on. We don't have that one, but we'll be there. So everybody that's here in the live stream now, if you could go and watch the video, I have a unique take for the 4x1 record that just went down. I'm discussing it from a different way. I'm going to discuss it here generally speaking, but then I go into more detail about a different direction for what this means. It's both good and it's bad. It's bad in the way that's different than what you guys think. Because there's nothing bad about running fast, but there comes a point where stuff hits the fan, and it's not even what you guys expect. But anyway, I'm your host, Nick, and you're watching Head and Shoulders ATR, where we cover athletes, performances, and otherwise that are head and shoulders above the rest. And as always, be blessed, stay rich. Uh-oh, wait a minute. What's going on? What's going on here? And we're going to be working to be the #1 in sports in the micro section of that, or the smaller section of that, track and field, and in self-development, self and personal development. Also, before I get into today's video right now, let's pull this up on the screen. Take this off. Let's pull this up on the screen. Make sure I got my right ones here. Yep, we do. Look, before I get into that, let me delay that video from coming up another, let's say, I'll probably have it at 8 o'clock instead of 7:45. That actually makes more sense for me to do that. So let me delay that video right now. That gives me a good 24 minutes to do some coverage of all of these events. I don't want it to interfere with that. You say you look forward to that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me see here. Okay, I just changed the time on that. It'll come out at 8. So I got myself a clock. Today will be shorter. Now, darn it. I just skipped my mind about what I was about to cover. But anyway. Oh, yes. You probably noticed for some of you, because somebody did already at me or something. They were like, hey, look, I noticed you got CrossFit on there. Yeah, I noticed. CrossFit had about 117,000 people before I kind of walked out and was talking to my friend on the phone. And I was trying to cool down and whatnot earlier from a workout I did. But CrossFit had 117,000 live people, and they had multiple streams. They had an age group one, which had about, I think it got up to about 7,500 before I just didn't pay attention to it too much. These were 65-year-olds that were out there. I saw these 65-year-old women going at it. I've never seen World Athletics live stream. Now, CrossFit, I was told, does play on the main channels like ESPN or something like that. Maybe Peacock or something. I don't know what they were doing with the CrossFit Games Championships. The neighborhood I'm in, it's a lot of people training for CrossFit over here. They got a whole CrossFit gym quite literally across the street from me. Like up across 2 streets technically. But yeah, and they're training for these types of things all the time. So I think the multi-events, we can learn a lot from CrossFit. I think there should be some things copied from them. I've already notified CrossFit. They gave me the thumbs up. I'm going to start covering some CrossFit things here. So, yeah, be prepared to see some of those videos in the future. I might cover some CrossFit. Like I said, I'm covering different sports. But let's get into today's results here. Let me see. Oh, yeah, and they weren't on the relay team. I see the comments here. So let me cover the race walk as I do everything. I'm covering all the events. Oh, that's the qualification round. We're not doing that. Oh, and don't forget to check out our partner sponsor, which is Trackstars NFT. Come here, buy all of them, connect your wallet. It's only 1.5 Solana. Not really that much at all. You get a free one of those 15,300 in the future. You get voting rights and a lot more. It helps support this channel. I appreciate everybody that's already gotten that. If we could sell that out this month, we can finally get through to some of those animated fantasy race videos. Whether they'll be different genders and equalized for their potential and everything like that, or same gender and like some of the greats in the past, updated to today's spikes and tracks, all types of things. We look forward to that. Trackstars.io. Go over there. You need Solana, and which is a cryptocurrency, to get that. Now, here's the 10K women's race walk. I did watch every blessed step of the race walk. I really get entertained by this because, yeah, there was some heartbreak here a little bit. Sandri finished in third, but she had a penalty, all 3 penalties, so they knocked a minute off of her time. So that winded up knocking her into 4th place. So that was a little bit disappointing for her because she thought she had it. But here's your top 3. We got Carla, Zamina, Serrano from Mexico. So congratulations to her. 46, 24, 35 personal best. And this is the 3rd time in the row that Mexico has actually won the women's 10,000 meter race walk. So they are pretty dominant in that at the U20 level. Then you got Ai Oyama from Japan in 2nd, and then her compatriot that got bumped up because Sandri got a penalty on her. So she didn't go in the penalty box. She just faced it at the end. It was Ayane Yanai. Oh yeah, Ayane Yanai from Japan. So congratulations to those ladies right there. Let's get over to the next one. Let's see, the 10,000 race walk for the men. Then we got another final. Oh yeah, the 4x4s. Yeah, I had a feeling that that the record would fall too. Then we got Muslim Demir with the win of the men's 10,000 race walk from Turkey, Ismail from Algeria, and then Heredin from Turkey. That's your 1, 2, 3. Congratulations to those young men right there. Now, here's the 4x4 relays. I think I should probably go to the summary. Not too much was going on. So I'm just going to do the final list here about where their lanes are. And it's not too much to really cover on these. So we'll just cover who made it to the final. We got Australia in lane 1, Great Britain and Northern Ireland in 2, Finland in lane 3, Jamaica in 4, United States in 5. This is the women 4x4, by the way. Canada in lane 6, India in lane 7. They are looking really, really good. Germany in lane 8. So we're going to see United States is the favorite, but it's still anybody's race here because Great Britain, Northern Ireland, Jamaica, and Canada are right there with Germany. In India, they seem to still be holding up pretty well. Not quite what we've seen in the past, but definitely there. It's anybody's race there. If United States falls off even one leg, there's about 5 nations that could sweep them up. So they're not likely to fall off on the women's side, I would say. Or on the men's side in the 4x4s. It's quite rare. The USA fumbles. If they mess up in a 4x4, it's usually, even on the youth level, they just don't make the final. So overwhelming favorites to the United States. But we will see. This is the men's. In lane 1, we got France, South Africa in 2. 3, United States, overwhelming favorite, as I said. but still it could be Japan because they were right there. And Japan, matter of fact, beat the USA, I think, in their heat. Let me go. I think the Japan beat the USA in their heat as well as Jamaica. So as I said, overwhelming favorite United States still, but maybe they got some technical difficulties and USA might be out of the medal count. It's rare that USA just gets silver. It's like they either win or just out the medal count. That's the only way I look at USA in this 4x4. Then we got Jamaica. So Jamaica, Japan, USA are the big medal contenders in my opinion. Then we got South Africa. If what's his name gets it together and stops showing out in the middle of his race, like, dude, you're supposed to be extending the lead as much as possible on your leg in the 4x4 so that you can have your team, because his team barely making it through. Yeah, that was crazy. I think they got lucky from somebody else getting disqualified. Then we got Spain in lane 7, Czech Republic in lane 6, Canada in lane 8. Let me see. They said the same four broke the record last year. Brianna was not on the team last year. She corrected the record, which was not ratified. Yep. Now we're going to the long jump. Now this long jump, this is when it started raining. And I think it really changed up the results. As you can see, hammer throw. That was the first field event that just stopped doing it. And that makes sense. They have to spin. The high jump really got jacked up. The long jump, I think the winner benefited because the first jump she did, the 666 right here, there was no rain out. And then after that, everybody else, they were getting personal best in the rain and everything. She basically got that mark in. And then after that, everybody else had to compete with the rain dropping on them, wet track and everything. So really hats off to all the field eventers because it gets real dangerous. And I know from coaching not high jump, pole vault, long jump, and triple jump before, that stuff, you don't want to really be getting on a slick ground. And then being the assistant coach to the high jumpers, but not really directly involved with the high jumpers. Yeah, I just don't know why they still were running that high jump. I really don't. It's like they wanted to finish the one height and then they just stopped everybody. And that's literally what they were trying to do. They said, well, 3 of the 12 athletes already went over, so we need to finish everybody. And it was clear that's what they wanted to do. And I thought that makes sense. I would have just given the other athletes another chance at going at it. But here is the results. We got Mikova from Bulgaria. Then we got Linieres from Colombia. Then Amani from Italy. That's your top 3 with 2 personal bests. Congratulations to these young ladies. Yeah, see, exactly. I think they should have, I agree with you. They should have suspended these field events much earlier. They were just having them go out there for what? I have no clue. Let me go over to this field event before I get over to the 100 hurdles. Congratulations to Jamaica. So I know the Jamaican contingency of the subscriber base is real happy. We got Brandon Pottinger for Jamaica with the win, 2:14. He's like way above everybody else on this one. And like I said, still, they shouldn't have had these high jumpers out in that rain. But Brian Rotz from the Republic of South Africa in second. Then we got Sara Boyakov from Bulgaria in third. Congratulations. As you can see, a lot of athletes went out at 210. All these athletes going out on 205 right here, they attempted 210, and many of them, they had higher personal bests. But hey, look, everybody else is facing it. They should have ended it earlier. Good thing nobody got injured. That was what I was really concerned about. It's not about, oh, you know what, it hurts the athletes' performances. Hey, everybody got to perform. It's more like you got to twist and turn with a wet track. Like, injury, just waiting to happen. But Pottinger did very well for Jamaica. Rotz, and then Sara Boyakov. That's your top 3. Congratulations to the top 3. Let's go here. Jamaica. Jamaica Johnson said, coming from all angles now. What do you mean from that? What do you mean by that? Are you talking about like winning in multiple events and whatnot? So here we go. Here's heat 1 of the 100-meter hurdles. We got Jalecia Smith for the United States, 13:20. Then we got Howard Jallo from Germany in second. Then we got a time qualifier with a personal best from Switzerland. That's Valerie Gignard, 13:41. Congratulations on that personal best. Here's heat 2. Karika Hill, 12:87. The World U20 leading mark right there. World U20 leading mark. And of course, she got more to come. 12:87. Congratulations to her. National records, congratulations, and personal best here. We got Anna Toth from Hungary. That was your qualifier. Dina Aulia with a national U20 record. Those two, but of course, Dina did not make it. So let's move on to the next one. Oh, medals coming from all angles. Okay. Yep. Okay. I gotcha. They were not out in the rain. They went back in when the rain started. When they came back after the rain, only Brandon cleared the bar. A.M. Henry, they were out in the rain when it was going on first. If you go back and watch that, they all were at the 210 mark. And then what winded up happening? Oh my goodness. Okay, some stuff is happening in this fish tank. Sorry, guys. One of the fish, I can hear them strangling and fighting each other. Somebody's about to die. One of my snails. But anyway, yeah, they were out in the rain at first, and then they just wanted them to clear 210, and then they put them away. Because the only event that was going on, they didn't even have the running events. They canceled the running events. They canceled hammer throw. They stopped the long jump. The last thing that was out there was the high jump, and they just had them just going and going. So we got Alexis James, 12.94 personal best. Congratulations to her. Paula Blanquier from España, 13:34 national U20 record. Congratulations. Then we got an athlete from India with a national U20 record, 13:34, Nandini. Congratulations to those ladies to make it through to the next round. Yeah, Timothy the Inventor. Yeah, you've been out. So here's the... Hey, wow, this was weird. What happened here? Let's go back. Here's the final. So we got Valerie in lane 1, Nandini in 2, Jalecia Smith, Karika Hill, Anna, Alexis, Hawa, and Paula. Well, Hill is the overall favorite. The question is, will Jamaica go 1-2, one and done, or will there be an upset? Well, Hill is looking pretty good, and if evidenced by that 4x1, and are seeming to hold back in those semifinals, Hill is going to be the overwhelming favorite here. And I think Smith might actually be able to pip in for second place. Smith from the United States might be able to get a second place in here. But it's looking like Jamaica should go, if it goes to form, 1-2. But Smith was looking smoother between James and Smith. Smith looked smoother. James looked like she was working a lot harder. So just by the visual representation of that, I would say Smith has a high likelihood of going it. But if it goes to form, it's going to go Hill, James, Smith, 1, 2, 3 tomorrow. They said Alexis James will be a problem tomorrow. Timothy Inventor, shout out to you. 8 medals in one day. Jamaica won 4 golds today, 1 silver and 2 bronze. Wow. Jamaica's been doing a big medal haul today. Okay, high jump, already covered that, didn't I? Yep, 800. This is the semifinal. So what I'm going to do is go to the summary. The 200 final is right here, 400 hurdles. Let's see, triple jump. I think I'm going to cover the field events first. And I think because of requested by people that are paid members and donors, They wanted me to cover the field events more. So what I'm going to do is cover that. So I think I'm going to start covering that more than even some of the running events. Because they say, hey, we want to see field events and distance. So, hey, they pay my bills. Not really pay the bills. But they pay here, so I'm going to start covering those. And I really should cover some of the field events more because they really are my favorite events. I just try not to have a personal bias here. But Javelin Throw for the men. We got Artur Felfner from Ukraine, 79.36 with the winning Javelin Throw. Then we got Max Denning from Germany in second. Then we got Kashan Strawn of Bahamas. Is this Strawn related to the other Strawn, or is it just one of those common last names, or just a coincidence? Congratulations to these three men, to these three young men. Now going over to the triple jump, we got Jaden Hibbert with a championship record. Congratulations to him. Championship record 1727 on behalf of Jamaica. So Jamaica been putting in that work, waxing people's asses today, actually. So that's very interesting. I wonder if this Whitaker is related to the other athlete there. Interesting. Or is that just a coincidence? Now, we got India in second, Selva P. Thermaron with a personal best, 16:15. Congratulations to him. Then we got Viktor Morozov from Estonia. Congratulations to those young men, especially to that championship record. Wow, I really should do some concentrated videos on some of these athletes here. And if you're joining us right now, don't forget to smash the like button. That's the least that I just ask that you guys do. Thank you all that have supported us on Cash App, PayPal. Always got to shout you guys out. The members that are here for YouTube members, thank you very much. Thank you guys for that. And back to the action. Let's see the final for the 400-meter hurdles for the men. Now, I remember you guys were saying that it was a favorite on both the men and the women, and I think this kind of reminds me of the 2017 World Championships. Those athletes that were marked as favorites winded up not winning. And matter of fact, as one of our Discord members said, Trackstar, he was saying that no, 2017 was worse. 2017 was worse. It was like in 2017 was like if you got marked as a favorite, the medal was allergic to you. If y'all remember those World Championships, whoever came in beating everybody in the season, whoever came in thinking they were about to win, they just came and got their tail beat between their legs. Virtually every nation. It didn't matter if it was Jamaica, didn't matter if it was the United States, didn't matter Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Anybody that was marked as favorite, they barely came out with any medals. It was very bad. This one, it seems like most of the favorites aren't winning, but it ain't quite that bad. But most of the favorites, they're barely getting any medal count. If you look at favorites on paper, they're coming in like this and like, man, like this is kind of reminding me like, okay, cool. It's 30 different nations being represented in this medal count. Okay, cool. All right, that's cool because, you know, you get some diversity in nations. And I think that's another thing, spread in track and field. When you get more and more nations, sometimes, like what happened with India, it's like they woke up. And remember, India alone supports cricket. If India starts to get in track and field, y'all got to think about this from an economic standpoint too. If India alone itself gets into track and field and they start getting a fan base, World Athletics is trying to get a big bag. So these U20s could be a doorway and a gateway to get some other nations to at least be excited, even if at the senior level they don't always have a huge representation. Y'all got to think about it from the long game too. But y'all saying 2017 should be erased from the books, man. Look, my friend said it gives him nightmares to think about 2017 because every time I try to think back to it, it's almost as if it didn't exist. I always either go back to Doha or Beijing, even when I try to remember. I remember Tory Bowie. But then after that, it's like, okay, everything else is like a big blur. I just am like, man. But let me get back to this one. Man, Ismail Nazir from Turkey ran his butt off. 48.84. National U20 record on behalf of Turkey. Man, he ran a personal best. Nation record, of course. And then another one. This was a surprise. This is funny because yesterday, didn't I say that, okay, Guzek might have had a chance, but he got stuck in lane 1? The fact that it still surprised me because I was like, remember, lane 1 can still do it. There have been people that have medaled and gotten a win. And I think this was the event that I said that. And then Guzek actually came through. I'm just like, wait a minute, what? And then Rashawn Clark, he faded. I thought he was going to fall out of the medal count because Vasquez from Puerto Rico, he just was not there. I'm a little bit surprised there. But I shouldn't be surprised because guess what? He hit a national U20 record. It's not that he underperformed. He didn't have it. He had never broke 50 seconds before. These other athletes in front of him all ran 49 or 48 previously. So just the ability leap that he's got to get there, yeah. But Guzek, I think he dropped a whole second, 1 point. I think it was like a second off of his, maybe 1 point more, 1.3 or 1.2. Nazir dropped like 0.3 of a second off, and then Clark, he just didn't perform to form, and he faded. And I thought for a second that Vasquez was gonna catch him, and then he ran out of room because Clark was really redlining. And then Timothy the Inventor. Oh, this was the comment from the World Championships. They said, yeah, I mean, how the hell did freaking Ramil Guliev win the 200 meter? I know, right? That's the thing. Isn't that the 200 where they didn't break 20 seconds? I think that was the first one in the modern, after like the 1980s, that they didn't break 20 seconds in the 200. It was wild. It was wild. Man. But yeah, congratulations to these gentlemen right here. This was a very big surprise, and I know to some a big upset. But here's how it is. I guess instead of the photo finish, they put this up. Let me screenshot this just in case they replace this. I think they should. I don't think they meant to put this up here. Should I save this image? I'm going to come back to this because that's some good behind the scenes information. Let me go here real quick. Did I already cover this one? I'm going to get to the 200 right after the 800 semifinal results. Here's a summary of the athletes who made it through. 2017 will be remembered for the year of almost for Talu. Y'all funny as heck. Hey, look, I was a timer before, so I'm trying to hoard this information if I can. Okay, y'all excuse me on this one. But yeah, so here's the semifinals for the 800. Here are your finalists. Matter of fact, let me go to the final lineup and just see who's out there. That'll be easier to read off. And then I'll get to the women's 200 in just a second. Finally got a smile out of Brianna Liston. Finally a smile. And she was trying to hold it back. I was like, yes, finally. So here we go. Here's your 800 finalists. We got Chinatef from Algeria, 1. Harding, New Zealand, 2. Lewalski of Poland, 3. Germa for Ethiopia, 4. Then we got Kibet of Kenya, 5. Reardon of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, 6. Kashan, Ethiopian, 7. Hussey, after he did the 1500, 2 and 8. Well, this is going to be a Kenya-Ethiopia affair. Germa and Quebec. If somebody else gets in there, I'll be quite surprised. Lewalski of Poland could probably get in there in the mix, depending on how slow or fast they do. I think Germa may not want to take out the lead like he did the last time, but if he leaves it slow, they're going to leave it open for Lewalski. So just depends on how that goes. I'm going to say it's between these two. Quebec ran it very smart, so I'm going to say he's the favorite overall, and he quite literally is. Even though he doesn't have the fastest time, he's a very good tactician runner at 18. So we'll see how this goes. Let me speed this up because my video just launched, and I'm going to want you guys to watch that. It just launched 2 minutes ago. So Let me wrap everything up in the next 5 to 10 minutes. We got Brianna Liston, 22.65. There was one person that was off by 0.5 of a second. So they got, they're the closest one there. I did say 90% points, but technically they were out of range. So they get 50% points. Everybody else was too far. Oh, no, one other person, because he said 22.53. So he gets 50% points too. So there are two people, based on the marks that they put in on that post, they will get that. But can we just say that Brianna Williams is going to keep the Jamaican U20 national record by kind of sort of happenstance? Some would say luck. I would say luck too, but happenstance, because it just happens. Brianna Liston has not gotten a good wind or weather this entire year. And somebody else was saying, even including last year. What is going on? Every time she's on the track and she could get this record, she's only less than 0.2 of a second away. And she was trying very hard in this one. You saw the effort. So that means with no wind, this was a 0 wind reading, or 0.0005, as you can see right here, 0005. I've never seen it go down to the thousands place, so that was weird. But it was darn near no wind reading on a wet track, and she was just tired out. I'm like, man, it's just right there, because everybody knows that she got everybody knows that she's got the ability to break that 51 or 22.53. We know that she has the ability, but at this point, it might be getting long in the season, all these rounds and stuff, and it just got to her. Plus, wet track and everything like that. So, at this point, it's going to be safe unless she does one extra meet and tries to go after it. What age is she? They say every time Liston about to touch the track. I know. Every time she's about to touch it, it's just the weather goes haywire. So, she's 18. Oh, okay, cool. That means she got next year. So when she's at LSU and whatnot, she's probably going to break it. So, yeah, Brianna got one more year. One more. I bet Brianna don't even concern herself with that record too much. But she's got one more year to breathe a sigh of relief. This was to the point, I really think this was Liston being tired, because Liston broke form. This is the first time I've seen her break form the entire year. Jameson was closing down on her for a split second, and that's when I was like, uh-oh, is this literally like 2017, the favorites not about to win? I'm like, oh my goodness, but she held on, but Liston really was tired. You saw her after the line. You saw her form breaking. She was trying as hard as possible, and that may be an issue, because maybe trying too hard. You know, you got to be relaxed in the 1 and the 2, even the 400, in order to sometimes run faster. But she trucked it out. She powered it through. 22.65, personal best for Jayla Jamison in second. 22.77, and then Alana Reed for Jamaica, personal best, 22.95. Congratulations to these ladies. Bray Pedersen was out of the medal count, just like I was expecting. Jinky unfortunately pulled up. That was real hard to watch. That was real hard to watch for Jinky. I hope that it's not something that's super serious. They said, come on, man. She should have gone 22.3. It's just every time she gets to the track, the wind is screwed. I know, right? Let me see this here. What do we got left? I did the 400 hurdles. I did those already. Oh, yeah, 3,000 and then the 4x1s. I got 4 minutes left to cover all of this right here. And then y'all go and watch that video I just dropped. It's taking a different angle to that. It's about a 10-minute video. But here we go. We got Azize for Ethiopia with the win in the men's 3,000 meter run. 7:44.06. Then we got Career of Kenya in second. Then we got Kasalsak of Kenya in third. Two personal bests, 7:47.86 and 7:49.82. Congratulations to these gentlemen here. It was definitely an East African affair for even the athletes that were making the final. East Africa all the way down to to place number 5. Then we got Europe, then back to East Africa, 2 more places. So definitely dominating in East Africa. Then we got let's go to the men's here first. United States. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, that's the Wendigo said if she smiled more, she'll get some good weather. I know, right? Right? She finally smiled when she was getting after that. She was telling everybody else to smile. She's on the track. Let me pull this up. I know I'm running short on the time, but she's telling everybody else. She's over here. She's like, yes, I got this. She's directing everybody where the cameras are. She's like that. I was like finally getting a real smile out of her. And right after she finished too, because sometimes she wins, she'll do the customary, she'll put her finger up every, the thing. But yeah. But okay, let's go here. The United States, this was their race to lose here. South Africa, it looks like they got disqualified, unfortunately, and they had the win right there. I just realized that they got disqualified now. Oh my goodness. So Japan, once again, they just have relay squads all year round. Japan with the win, 39-35. Then 39-35 with Jamaica. So that means they got it with the thousandths of a second somewhere. So Japan, then Jamaica, United States put themselves out of commission with that horrible exchange. Jamaica messed up the exchange, to be fair, as well, coming into the home straight. That's what killed them. United States got killed on that second exchange coming onto the curve, and then they were just out of the race. And I'm just like, man, from the youth level on up, what is going on? Do we need a high school coach? Do we need well, this is a high school coach that they're relay exchange, or the assistant coach from University of Kentucky, I think. When I looked on there, I think that's the one that's doing the exchanges. That or somebody from Ohio. I got to look again. But do we need high school coaches? Well, sub 39, maybe not, because, conditions. Yeah, it affects everybody a little bit differently. But congratulations to these teams, Japan, Jamaica, and the United States. United States really dropped the ball on that one. And here we go to Jamaica with the world U20 record. I have a unique take on that. You guys go watch that one. Congratulations. I can't say that one enough. 42.59 and on a wet track. Imagine what they could have done on a dry one. It doesn't have as much altitude as what was in Nairobi. Just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Does not have as much altitude as in Nairobi. So, 42.59. That would beat many nations across the planet. This would beat many nations across the planet with that 42.59. This world record is just, for a U20 team, is really just unbelievable. This is on the level of when Kenya was at the height of domination. When Kenya was at the height of domination in the steeplechase. Just their youth steeplechasers. Going down the list could just whoop the rest of the planet. This is kind of where Jamaica is going now at the youth and the pros. But we're going to see 42.59. Congratulations, ladies. Really, congratulations. National U20 record for the United States. Congratulations on that too. That first exchange for USA was very questionable. I didn't know. They had 2 questionable exchanges. The first one, I was like, are they out of the box? I just said, I hope they're not. 43.28, still a very, very fast time. That would beat a lot of nations too. 43.28, just like when Jamaica ran that yesterday, the 43s. This would beat a lot of nations. The European nations are probably sweating. They're like, man, we trying as hard as possible, and these U20s are blowing our bricks off. Colombia, they made it through by hook or by crook. They said, we getting a medal. We're making it through the rounds. Other teams might get disqualified. Whatever happens, we're staying focused. And I was just so happy for Colombia to come through and get a medal too. They didn't lay a single step wrong, an exchange wrong, or anything. 44.59 for the host nation. Congratulations to these ladies right here. They said listing running the 4x4. That looks like it was pretty good then. And then would like to see them use listing, but maybe it was better for them not to. The metal count is close to. Yep, would have been faster, but listing had just did the 200. I'm not sure. Maybe, maybe not. There's no telling if this time would have been faster or not, because she just did the 200, but it was clear she was tired. So I'm not gonna say that it could have been faster. She could have had tired legs. Remember Elaine? She's on tired legs and whatever else is going on. Every race Elaine's coming out is basically getting shorter and shorter, or being slower and slower. So anyway, guys, go and check out the other video that I just uploaded. If you haven't seen it already, where is that at right now? Yeah, it's already on a lower amount of views, just because you guys are here watching this. But here it is right here. Let me see. Let me pull it up. Guys, drop this right here. Here you go. Let me mute this out right here. Go ahead. Oh, you guys are seeing the background. That's not what I wanted to pull up. But anyway, you guys come there and check that one out, okay? I will catch you all on the next one. Check out the video that I just dropped on that. And they said that Jayla Jamison also run the 200 meters. Jamison, man, you coming in late, Marquise. You be coming in late every day. Yeah, we just went over that. Jamison, if I'm not mistaken, got a silver. So, but yeah, I will catch you all on the next one. Peace and much love.